Are you driving a Mercedes powered by dying horses while hundreds of horses sleep under your hood? This is the untold story of wasted potential and why most of us live far below our true power. Let's dive right in. Are you someone who knows what to do to get results but cannot make yourself do it? If you're tired of getting in your own way and want to stop doing that, then this might be the podcast that changes everything. Welcome to Rajesh Murthy's podcast. As you all know, when you find oil in the soil, you don't have to anymore toil. And the moment he finds oil, he is no longer a poor farmer. Now he becomes a rich or wealthy oil businessman. And with the money that oil brings into his life, he buys for himself a palatial mansion and the best of the luxury that money can buy, like designer clothes, diamonds, cars. And amongst those many cars that he buys for himself, there is one limited edition sleek stretch limo kind of Mercedes, custom made, one of its kind in the world. And now that there was no more farming job to do, the poor farmer used to sit in his new car, hold the steering wheel of his new sleek limo and drive the car all around the village outskirts, waving his hand at his people. And at times, when the car was in motion, he used to sleep at the steering wheel for an hour or so. And other times, he used to read a book or a magazine while the car was still moving, turning the other way around. And occasionally, he used to jump out of the running car, go to the nearby stall, have a comfortable cup of tea with his old friends who were still struggling financially unlike him. And later on, he used to hop or jump onto his running car. And despite doing this for more than 2 years of time, the car never met with an accident. There was not even a dent or a scratch on the car. Now, how could this be possible? How did this even happen? Because the car was pulled by 2 old dying horses at the front. The poor farmer never knew or cared to learn how to drive a car. Now that was a joke not on the farmer. The joke is on me. The joke is on you. The joke is on all of us. Because most of us are like the poor farmer in my story. Take a look at the farmer, for instance. At the touch of the gas pedal, there was the power of hundreds of horses, all ready to come to life, just waiting to be unleashed. However, the poor farmer was using the power of those 2 dying horses, which were even unable to pull the car. Most people are like the poor farmer. Within us, we have an enormous amount of potential, greatness, and genius all waiting to be tapped. But most people fail to make a meaningful mark or achieve anything worthwhile or significant in their lives. And that's precisely why Professor William James of the Harvard University beautifully said, compared to what we ought to be, most of us are only half awake. We are only using a small and insignificant amount of our talents and resources each day. And the scriptures, they take it further and they say, you should be ashamed to die until you have made a major contribution to humankind. So the pillar to work on is to use our talents, work on our skills, our beliefs, and work smarter and manage our time effectively. Because what good is $1 million mission if you never learn how to turn the key? Because most of us are sitting in a vehicle called life, equipped with untapped horsepower, sleeping genius, and buried brilliance. And yet we are being pulled forward by our dying habits, old thinking, and no drive at all. You see, you and I were not born to crawl behind dying horses. You and I were built to ignite power. So start the engine and drive your destiny. Talk soon. Thank you for listening. For more insights and deeper shifts, subscribe to this podcast or explore more at rajeshmurthy.com.